Hey there, ghostly guys and gals. It's Ghost here. Welcome back to another depression vlog. So, this past week's been pretty rough. It probably was a little bit better, maybe. It was better than last week. Um, at least because last week, in my depression vlog, I talked about how there was some stuff that like interfered with my schoolwork, and that kind of caused me to do bad on a test. But thankfully, this week I had I did all my assignments, and I'm actually pretty proud of myself that even despite the fact that I wasn't feeling so good, I was able to like get all my work done, and I think that's pretty impressive, especially for me. In the past, I've been really bad about doing work when I'm like I don't feel like it and I'm sad. So I'm proud of myself for doing my work at least. But you might be wondering like why this was a bad week, and I'll get into that. So, I mentioned in the last one. So you might remember last time I mentioned how there was another girl I was talking to, and well, it didn't go well with that girl either. And I'm sorry, but I don't really like want to go into it all too much. I just kind of, I don't really feel like talking about it too much. Um, but I will talk about things like how it made me feel and stuff. But I'm just so tired of being like led on. Like I wish that every time I got as far as I did with like this girl and then like the one before her, like it would actually go somewhere. Even if that someplace was just them rejecting me, but rejecting me, you know, not by ghosting me or blocking me or unmatching me, anything like that. It's more like they just say, "Ghost, I don't think this is gonna work. I'm not interested in you." That still would hurt, and I wouldn't like it. But I'd much prefer that than them ignoring me. You know, it's I hate that. You know, this I just have this same thing like this false hope. You think things are going well, and then it just implodes and nothing. And just makes me really feel like I hate myself. I wish I was somebody better and somebody I could be proud of and somebody that people actually wanted to be with. Um, it's tough going through these bad instances like in quick succession, especially. It was hard because it wasn't just like you know a quick rejection, like where we just talk maybe twice and then they never talk to me, or on Match or whatever, or I just text them once and then they never even respond in the first place. Because it was like we actually were talking for a bit, and all of a sudden it was just she was gone, no explanation, and that's just really hard. And like that happened just before that too. I think I took it a lot better this time, maybe because, like I said, I was just desensitized from it from last time. But it was still tough, and I was. It's been a tough week. Um, but thankfully, it didn't affect any like work I had to do. I did all my schoolwork, and I took a test yesterday, and I'm pretty sure I did really good on it, so that's good. But yeah, it's just it's not fun to feel that way. And I kind of was like, why do I even bother? Why am I bothering with this stuff? I should just end it all. I like I sometimes I question: am I delusional for thinking things are gonna get better? Like I honestly don't really believe they will, and I'm just kind of like holding out hope for a miracle. And things are going well, at least in other spheres of my life. Like academically, things could be a lot worse. I mean, the thing with the sociology test last week that I did like bad on, like it seems like I can recover from it pretty easily. So that's something I'm not really worried about. Like academics seem to be going pretty good, which is definitely good. But other things in my life aren't really going so great. Like the whole like I'm just pretty lonely. I don't have really any friends, and I don't have a girlfriend, obviously, and that's something that I really want. And I keep failing in this regard, and it's pretty bad. I'm hoping that like it'll all be for something in the end. Like all these failures meant that I would meet somebody who I really, really, really loved, like eventually. You know, will that happen? Maybe. I don't. I honestly don't have. I'm not holding my breath. Like I said, I'm just kind of like, am I delusional? Am I deluding myself into thinking that things can get better and I can recover this? I'd rather just kill myself now if it's just honestly going to end the way I think it is, which is me just going to kill myself in a bit anyway. You know, I'm not going to, and I wasn't like actively suicidal this past week, but it was like I was really like, man, I wish that last suicide attempt that I did worked. You know, I wish that it didn't fail terribly. Uh, but no, I'm still here. And maybe I'm here for a reason. Maybe things will get better. And, I'll be happy that the suicide attempt failed. I honestly, a fat chance, in my opinion. We'll see, but yeah. It was really a big bummer for me. And I don't know why I always make mountains out of molehills. Like, it's never fun to be rejected and that sort of thing. But, like, I don't understand why this stuff affects me so deeply to the point where, like, what's the point of living? Like, I kind of almost am like, I kind of just want to die. I just, it's like, I don't know why I'm so sensitive to these things. Like, these tiny little things can just make me want to die, like suicidal. Like, I guess that's just depression and mental illness for you, but it's like, it's annoying. It's very annoying to be so sensitive about these things and just be like, a thing that, like, well, somebody else will take fine. It's like me. It's like, oh, like you know, it's like a shot in the chest. And I deserve every bad thing that happens to me. I honestly have it better than I feel like I already deserve, even just now. And yet I still just can't help but long for something more, for something to be better. And, I don't believe in karma really. I think generally what goes around comes around, but like I definitely do feel like I deserve anything bad that happens to me. I don't feel like I'm a good person. I don't feel like I really deserve anything good to happen to me. But like I said, I don't want bad things to happen to me. And it's just almost like a disbelief. Like it's just like, yeah, I deserve bad things to happen to me. But why does this like why did I have to have like two of these things happen in a row? Like it I guess that's just the name of the game. I don't know. I don't feel like I've ever had instances like this like so close together. Um but yeah, it's not really that great. Like I said, I feel like I deserve everything bad that happens to me, but it's just hard even so. It's like, yeah, I deserve it, but it's like I don't want it. I'd rather get the things I don't deserve, which is like, love and affection and good things. And yeah, I don't deserve it, but I obviously want it, you know. But maybe life just likes to punish me. Like I said, though, I have it better than I probably deserve anyway. So honestly, it's already kind of unfair, all the stuff I have. But I've been feeling so lonely lately. I just wish I could relate to others better. I find it so hard to relate to other people sometimes, and it's so hard to feel like an outsider. Like even in the past when I've had more friends, I've always felt like an outsider, even among them. It's like I was there, but I was just not really. I wasn't. I was a bit like the odd one out. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish that I could relate to others more and understand people better. And obviously, I wish other people could understand me better. I feel like other people have a better time understanding me than I have understanding other people generally. But it's hard, you know? It's hard to not be able to relate to others so easily because it makes it hard to find relationships. It makes it hard to, have friends. And it's like, I don't want to be around other people, but at the same time, I desperately want to be around other people. And I want to have no friends, but I also want to have everybody be my friend. And it's just one of those things like where I feel multiple things at once, and it's like contradictory. It's like I want to be the center of attention. I want everybody to love me. At the same time, oh no, I don't want anybody to notice me ever. I want to be in a corner, nobody, like, alone, nobody around me. It's weird. It's like it's hard to know what's the real emotion. Like, do I want people to be my friends or do I not? The sensible thing would be to assume it's somewhere in the middle, and that probably sounds more accurate. But I don't know. It's very hard to feel a bunch of things at once that are contradictory, and be like, what do I want? Like, I don't even know what I want half the time, and this sounds kind of megalomaniacal, but I just wish I could bend things to my will. Like, it's a ridiculous thing, and everybody wishes they could have things all their way. But it's just like I just wish that things would just revolve around me, and like everybody would do things according to the way I thought was right and how I wish things were done, and they would treat me the way I want them to treat me. And yeah, it's a very selfish, impractical thing to want. That's never going to happen. Even if I became the most powerful man on the earth, I could never get it to the control that I would probably want. And nobody likes some person who's enforcing their will on everybody. That's basically like being a rapist, you know? It's like forcing your will on other people, but they don't want it. And I want other people to like me. That's something that I definitely want. I want people to like me, you know? Even if I don't like them, I want people to like me. And yeah, so wanting to be dictatorial is not exactly a good way to have people like you. But I can't help but just wish things could be different, and I could just have lots of friends and an adoring girlfriend and lots of money and everything just is great, you know? Like I said, everybody hopes for that, but it's like I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I was thinking about it a lot this past week. Stupid, selfish, narcissistic wish, of course. I would expect nothing less from me of all people, but that's just me. So yeah, that was the week. Honestly, aside from the stuff with the girl and like I did good at school, that was good. So silver lining. Um, Not much happened this week. June ended, and as I look back on like my mood recordings for the month, it was the best month of the year so far. And it's not necessarily a good thing because this month was still, or June, wasn't still not that great. I'm on pace to have the worst year in like the history of me recording my mood, which is pretty bad. I think I'm recovering. I think my mood will only get better, especially maybe when I go back to school in the fall on campus, and maybe I get involved with some like extracurriculars. Hopefully that'll like improve my mood. We shall see. But I think it's getting better though. So hopefully my mood will keep increasing as the year goes on. Will it? I don't know. I mean, a big problem with me at the beginning of the year was I was working at the airport and I hated working there, and it was really hard. So, and I'm not doing it anymore, so I feel better. You know. So that's kind of good. But like I said, it was still not the best month. I only had like 2 good days out of the whole month, but I mean, I think I only had one good day in the previous month. No, I know. I think I had 2 good days in May. But like in the other months, I think I only had like one good day or something. So yeah, at least I had more good days. I didn't have any awful days. I think I might have had one maybe. I had like one bad, or not one bad. I had like a few like bad days, like 17, I think, and the rest were like medium days. Um, but yeah, so the month was an improvement. You know, you got to take the positives where you can. And the positives are, even despite the fact I was feeling pretty crummy this past week, I still did my schoolwork and I did everything I was supposed to do. And this month was, even though it was bad, it's an improvement. And that's, something to be happy about. In any case, I think that'll do it for this depression vlog. I'll see you guys on the next one. Hope you all like, comment, subscribe. Bye.